last session, this unnamed evil party escaped the city of Redridge. You traveled through hidden tunnels out the other side of the city and began to trek across the wild lands. From there, you spent the night and were able to avoid most of the unfavorable encounters that befell the night, watching dark mists and hearing the sounds of hunting off in the distance. You awoke, traveled further north, and made it just before the river when you spotted distant firelight and smoke. Investigating with a fine familiar companion, you saw an encampment, two individuals, and many others dead. You went and began to investigate and found two brothers seemingly having been subjected to a curse of Hadar. Their minds partially shattered, these two individuals were left to stir crazily within their encampment, making new potions and downing old ones as they worked tirelessly to get that next fix. Eventually, you found that one of them was holding a bracelet that seemed to have some connection to Hadar. And when taken by Ripley, you encountered a fight. These two brothers downed the remainder of their potions, strengthening their blood, their attacks, and their skin, enabling them to be stronger than initially expected. But in the end, you did come out as the winners of the fight. Now the sun sets on this dark encampment, the fire slowly dwindling as you have gathered their items and their bodies. That's where we begin today's session. So,
Mm.
you all are still in the encampment?
Indeed, indeed.
We are.
Yes.
I am immediately going to go to the table where the one brother had the drow ears,
Mm-hmm.
and I like to see how many of those are still left.
Yeah, you make an
And
investigation check.
I would like to loot bodies.
Okay,
Fair enough. Give me a second.
investigation. Uh, public. Oh, natural one.
Ooh.
Yeah, you begin to look through the table, and you find that there are three drow ears left. It seems that the one that he cut up has already been placed into the potion mixture, and seemingly there's like other small materials, nothing that you need for your elixir, but whatever
Mm.
elixir they were making, you're pretty sure it's completed,
Oh.
or at least completing at the moment. You can see it is collecting in the far bottle, um, and soon it seems to hit that natural stopping point where you're pretty sure it's full. Um, so unless they had to
Okay.
redump the liquid into the uh, stand again, you're pretty sure it's completed.
All right. I again. All right. I'll collect the 3 ears.
Hmm.
And then I'll take the potion or elixir concoction, whatever this may actually be, and I'll present it to do I want to do that? Or do I want to try to figure out? Nah, Bonnie knows better than I do. It seems they were using a lot of magical stuff and potions, so I'll present it to Bonnie.
Mm-hmm.
Well, Bonnie, you seem to be well versed in all things arcane, including potions. I don't know what they intended to do with this one. Maybe you'll have a wiser course of action with it. And I'll hand it over.
Make an Arcana check. 12. You look it over, and from what you can tell, it is most likely a completed potion. It's one you've never seen before. It is kind of a dark blackish red. Um, it's like that dark black color, but when you like twist it in the light, it has tinges of red to it. There seems to be elements of like these almost floating pieces of burned material, which you're pretty sure are the drow ears within the elixir. Definitely. You feel like it's a magical potion.
Very well. Ah. It is of no concern of mine. Take your time. I have what I'm interested in.
Okay. Lars, so Ripley, you
Mm-hmm.
begin to investigate the bodies.
Indeed.
Okay, go ahead and make an investigation check, please. As you begin to search through the
Okey-dokey.
pockets.
Is Grim with us?
Grim is, yes.
Alrighty. 23.
23. You begin searching through the pockets of these two individuals. You find between the two of them, they have 70 gold.
Damn.
Additionally, they have between the two of them, there are 3 potions on them.
What do these potions look like?
One of the potions is viscous and very red. It is almost like a. Give me one sec to confirm this. trying to. Oh yes. So it is this red liquid with looks like purple veins that have been placed within it. And when you swirl it around, the veins create this almost like purplish tornado.
Okay. That's what all of them look like?
That's what one of them looks like. The other is kind of like a tinged green liquid. You can see there's almost like an element of carbon dioxide within it. As you can see, like the edges at the top of both of them are rimmed with bubbles. Those are the other two.
Okay. Interesting. Just throw them back like shots. I'm sure nothing bad would happen. Alright. I will divvy up the gold. There's how many of
I
us?
do
6?
have I do have protection from poison if you do want to down in like shots. Just
There was
I
70 gold.
certainly do not.
saying.
There's
There
6
was-
of us, right?
Yes.
Okay, so we each get 11 gold, and then there's 11 gold and 1 silver.
Okay, so we each get 11 gold. That is.
Yeah, we each
Wow.
get 11 gold and 1 silver because there's 6 silver left over.
I go from 77 to 88.
Nice.
11, 6.
I've more
thought I
than
was-
doubled my gold.
Is, should we start, I don't know, a group fund? Because that goes so well for us.
Yeah, we're super good at keeping track of it.
Well, you know, maybe if we put it where everybody can see it.
I think our main
Like
issue
our
was
list
that
of
we had like
to-dos.
3 different notes with the group fund, and that was
Yeah.
a mess.
What if we all just put it on our to-do? So it's all in one place.
Okay,
Our
yeah.
to-do list can be everything.
If we want to do a group fund, we can do that.
I don't know. I personally feel like communism is a good choice here because we're a small community.
For sure. Oh yeah, I'll definitely throw some in there. Do we just want to put all that 70 in there, or do we want to have that be split up?
We should probably.
I
What's
personally have
everybody's?
like almost nothing.
Didn't
other
we have
than
left
that,
over?
So
Isn't that
We
what we
had
had?
6 silver left over.
Yeah, we could just put 6 silver in the group.
Okay, so our group fund is currently 6 silver pieces.
that would be so helpful.
Everyone subtract 1 silver if you added it.
Okay.
We don't have to do a group fund. I just, you know,
No, I
it
do
might
like
be
having
helpful
a
if
group
we ever
fund.
like have big purchases and we're like, hey, we're just gonna overdraft.
Yeah, we need like one person to be like a treasurer.
Yeah, it might also be more prominent now that we're evil because we might not be as willing to help out financially. But I don't know about that. We've been doing pretty good
So far.
so far. For now, until one of us does something really petty. So it could be nice to have a neutral fund of money.
I can't wait
Alright,
to
it has
see who
been
becomes the
added
treasurer.
to the to-dos.
Who do you trust with your money?
Yeah.
Are any of us trustworthy? I don't think
Here's
so.
the question: which player do you
I'm
trust to
so
keep up with it?
trustworthy.
I can keep track of it if we want. I don't mind being the treasurer.
Man, it doesn't really matter to me.
I
Yeah.
wrote it down in list of to-dos. It's at the bottom.
Okay.
So
So you're gonna be the treasurer until you say I don't want to do this.
sure.
Does that sound fair?
Until the influence of Hadar becomes too great.
Yeah,
For
until I
real.
eat all the money.
Exactly. When Hadar starts eating the money, you can't be treasurer anymore.
Yeah.
He does like the taste of money.
Delicious.
That's why he's always
Crunchy.
eating people covered in gold.
Oh, Bagman loved money.
Yeah, he did. loved money. He loved cursed books.
Mm-hmm.
Yeeseldor, apparently.
I'm telling you, apparently.
Give
Okie
me a
dokie.
second.
Well, bodies looted. Yippee.
Yeah,
I wonder if we'll be able to befriend a bagman.
Should we just
you will. Don't worry.
should we chill here for a little bit, or should we continue going?
I definitely have something to do with the bodies, personally, so I would
You
like some
would.
time. Also, there's still that big wagon full of stuff.
Oh yeah, the wagon. I forgot what all is here. So
Yeah, we're off the battle map, so.
Oh, you're off the battle map. Okay. There you go.
Oh, were we not supposed to be?
I took you off of it while we were
Yeah,
in the off week. Like, you know,
I
while
forgot
we're
Ajal
playing.
turned into a giant wolf.
Oh yeah, that's over now.
a big dog.
Absolutely.
Yeah, it's a big fucked up dog too.
It's the dog with the beetle
It's
flies.
so cute.
I
Yeah.
love a big fucked up dog.
You would.
You should look inside of my alms box. I have eyes just like those.
The hunger
Ooh,
curse
now I
is what
kinda
gives
wanna.
them beautiful eyes.
I wouldn't doubt it.
But yes, I'll start doing actions since I'm talking now.
Yeah,
Yeah.
do actions.
I want to go up to I want to go up to the brothers and I want to look at their hands.
Okay.
And I want to try to find out which one has the best hands.
Make a medicine check.
Okay. what a wild thing to check
Oh,
off.
hold up. I have to quote this one too.
It's an 11, damn. Oh, do I get the bless from Grim?
Yep.
I love. It's a 15 now. I love Grim supporting me.
15.
So I rolled a-
Looking
yeah.
looking over the bodies, it seems like the brother who is making the potion, his hands are kind of stained with black and like ash, as he like seemingly was like working with like burned materials and just generally working with his hands. The older brother, he does have like a little bit of ash also on his hands, but it seems like he was cleaning his hands off regularly while he was dealing with the fire. So his hands are probably the best.
Cool. I'm gonna go to that brother. I saw this guy fighting, right? And he was using a sword.
Yeah.
Can I just choose his dominant hand?
Absolutely.
Cool.
You choose his right hand.
I choose his right hand. Then I'm gonna get out my. Actually, what type of sword was he using again?
The living crucibles were using long swords.
Not that good for cutting. Yeah, I'm just gonna use my trusty dagger, and I'm just gonna go up the arm to around the elbow, and I want to cut that part off. I don't really care about being clean about it necessarily. I just want to get it off.
Okay, make another medicine check.
Cool. I assume I still have bless.
Yeah. Grim kind of like will land on your shoulders. You know, he's watching what you're doing.
It's 21.
21. Yeah, you begin the dismantling.
Yeah.
So you just want to take the arm off first, right?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. You begin that. Um, you are able to easily get through that. That's part of skin and bone, and cut a lot of the tendons, and are able to get a nice clean wound. My mic is dying.
Nice. That's beautiful.
Mhm.
I am going to hold that by the finger to let the blood drain out of it, and I want to just see if I can't scrounge up, like, I don't know, like a bowl. Just some bowl.
You are easily able to find a bowl.
Cool. I'm gonna take that, and I'm just gonna kind of stow it in my pack because I will need it later.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'm gonna turn to the group, still holding the arm by the fingers, and ask, are we gonna stay here for a while, or are we gonna move on?
I would request a moment. I would like to make use of their alchemy kit that they have over here.
Yeah, doesn't really matter to me.
Then I guess we're staying. And I'm going to find a place to sit. Prop the severed arm up, so I'm holding it like between my knees,
Mm-hmm.
around the base of the arm where I cut off. And then I want to put the bowl next to me on the ground, and then I want to start using my fingers and the dagger to slowly peel the like muscle and flesh off to get to the bones. And I want to try to harvest the bones inside of the hand.
Ooh, I like this.
Yeah. You begin to do the delicate work of pulling away skin and muscle, and you begin to one by one, um, like gently um, unwrapping a present. You begin to pluck the bones one by one, place them in the small bowl to the side. As you begin shredding this hand.
Perfect. And I will just take my time with that.
Yeah. I'd say with that last medicine check, easy enough. This is
I know where the bones are.
yeah.
Really
You're able to
horrifying.
cut through, and easily you're able to get to those bones.
As long as we're harvesting bones, I'm gonna go over to that horse over there and just like reach in and grab a rib bone and feed it to my vulture.
Easy enough.
I'm gonna do a normal thing and loot this cart.
A normal thing.
Just gonna do a
Boring.
normal thing
Okay.
and
I
try to
gotta feed
ignore
my
the sounds of
vulture.
what's happening around me.
Hmm. Make an
Hey, my
investigation.
vulture eats that bone whole. Thank you very much. He doesn't crunch anything.
Oh,
Okay.
18.
18. Yeah, you begin to look through the barrels and opening them up. Um, they are filled with different provisions, it seems. You can see two of the barrels are very clearly rations. Um, and you're pretty sure for a group of, you know, 8 individuals, this is enough rations for about a week's worth of travel. So with your group size, you're pretty sure with this amount of rations, you could probably get to 2 weeks if you were very,
Okay.
you know, considerate of what you have. They're not easily packable. Um, but this is more so like, this is for people who have set up encampments and they cook their rations every day. Most of the rations you carry on you are kind of not that. They're cheeses, nuts, and dried meats. this is like
Okay.
some fish and yeah, it's generally just food provisions for about 2 weeks, for about a week. Sorry. The other two containers seem to be filled with small bags. And upon opening them and investigating what's inside, you find all manner of different, um, like other dried materials. Some of them seem to be like dried mushrooms. There's moss. There's one bag that just is covered in like leaf litter from some forest floor. Um, these ones seem to be alchemical components. For what chemicals, you have no idea. But there is a vast quantity of them. It seems that these people were making potions on the go regularly.
Okay. I'll give that stuff to Bonnie.
Yeah, and these are big barrels.
I won't give that
Yeah,
stuff to Bonnie,
yeah, they're
but
about
I will point it out if there's any bits that she wants to take from it.
yeah they're about 3 feet tall, so they're pretty sizable.
Okay. Well, um, yeah, not anything super usable for us, but I will share
Yeah.
with the group
Oh,
what there
also there
is.
is a chest in the back of the thing that is locked.
Oh, can I
Yeah.
check it for traps?
Make a investigation check. 21. You check it and it doesn't seem to be trapped. It
Okay,
just seems
that I
clear.
will bring to Bonnie and ask if she'll unlock it.
Hmm.
Yeah, thieves' tools.
Yeah. Roll thieves' tools. Huh. Yeah.
Wowzers.
You are easily able to open this up. Um, and upon opening it, there is immediately a strange stench that hits you that you were not expecting. Um, it smells partially like old blood and dried leather. Um, looking inside, there is a um, seemingly small like metal grate is on the underside of the chest lid. And that one doesn't seem to be locked at the moment, but you lift that, and what you see is small little compartments within this chest that are each filled with different sets of items um, that seem to have like small, almost like written nameplates. And you guess that this is almost uh, like an evidence locker. This seems to be where they would store things to be taken back to wherever would be safest. It seems like they were busy on other quests before this, and they just didn't have time to return this stuff before they were to do some of these things.
Okay.
Yep. In the far left one, you can see what looks to be strong, flexible, kind of pinkish armor. Um, it is leather based, hide based, it seems. In another one, you see what looks to be um, just a set of comfortable woolen clothes. For the woolen clothes, it is an entire set of woolen clothes. There's a shirt, trousers, thick socks. Um, Definitely made for kind of a medium build. Uh, this would not work for someone of a smaller or larger variety.
Okay.
Sorry, Grim. Yeah. And that was the last item that was in there. It seems like the last section of the chest was probably meant for whatever item they got from, or what item or items they got from these individuals. But it seems like they were more keen on holding on to those.
Okay. And can you like send the list of those items Discord or something?
Um, yeah. I mean, yeah, they are unnamed as of yet, but
Or just like the description of like what was in there, because I was not writing it down when I should have.
all good. How can I not spell wool? Oh my goodness. Cloths. There you go. I missed the E. I mean, it is, at this point, the night has mostly settled in.
Dang.
Yeah, it's slightly pink colored, um, but it's clearly some type of hide, which leads you to believe that it could be pig based. Yeah, as the sun has
Definitely go to
set,
Atlas.
probably. No, but the sun is set. The light from the fire still seems to spread around the space a little bit, enough to light up the small vicinity around it. Um, Cold winds begin to fall in. As someone roll me a D100 real fast. Oh, okay. Yep. The winds are cold, not too bad in general. Um, and then you begin to see the sky clear up even further as you watch as the stars shine overhead. You can see the distant moon um, brightly fading as it is still growing towards that new moon.
Should I don't feel like bedding down in a camp full of dead bodies. So should we go elsewhere?
How long will it take me to I have enough resources to I think make 2 of my concoctions. I think it's 2 of them. Where is it? I have 2 of the bark and birch trees. Oh, never mind. I don't have the rotting fungus yet. Damn. Okay. With that being the case, now that I have the drow ears, I'd like to check on my. Uh, how fresh are these bodies
I mean, they all died today.
today? Damn. All right. And I'm pretty sure that my jar still doesn't have any of the fungus growing yet.
You check it.
Yeah.
Roll me a d20.
Did my botanical skills do any good?
14.
14. You check the jar and you can see small little sprouts are slightly shooting up from within the concoction.
Okay.
It seems
Not big. It's working, but not big
it's
enough to
working.
use
Yeah,
yet.
it's not too close yet, but it's getting there. You're very close.
Okay.
Maybe just a few more days at the minimum, and you might be fine.
Okay. He gathers his composure. I am more than willing to find a safer place to rest, if necessary.
How much longer do I need to finish getting the bones?
I imagine that this, all this investigating took a little bit of time, so I'd say with the one hand that you currently have, I'd say you'd be done with the hand.
Oh, okay, cool. Then I just need to put them in the alms box, and I'm ready to go. I do want to see how my eyes are doing in the alms box and my pearl.
Would all this time be enough for like a short rest?
Not entirely. It might take a little bit longer. It's only been like about 10 minutes. So you all are planning on moving to a different campsite?
Um, does anyone have any particular reason to stay?
You could, if you wished, move the bodies.
That sounds like a lot more work.
It does. It does.
It would be a lot of work, but also it is night, so you'd be doing you'd be moving campsites by night and traveling more.
That would be bad. I mean, what are the chances of someone finding us before we move out in the morning?
People, unlikely. Predators, attracted by the smell of blood, incredibly likely. Especially, in the forest of hunger-cursed beasts.
Ah, it's good point. Good point.
What's wrong with Hunger
Hence
Curse Beast?
one of the many reasons I don't want to sleep in a camp full of dead people.
Yeah, but we
Kind of
also don't
like,
want to be moving around at night because we're in the
chum in the
forest of
water.
hungered beasts.
Yeah, but I think that they will be more focused on coming to where we are rather than following us where we're going. Because they're going to want to be here where there's a bunch of dead stuff they can eat, and that will be a good distraction.
Yeah, I'm willing to try it.
We don't have to go like super far, just not right here where we can get mauled.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, Alex can start clearing out the bodies if people want.
We can start going down the path and make a camp off the side of the path.
It doesn't matter how much you move the bodies, there will still be the smell of blood.
Hmm.
That was in response to Atlas.
Prestige.
Prestige. I don't think prestidigitation is gonna fix this.
If we
So
move the
many
bodies tonight,
We
prestidigitation.
can simply go to a different location.
I
Yeah.
just start burning incense.
I'm gonna set my little vulture on scouting duty, just to fly around and see if anyone's coming at us.
Hmm.
You can do that.
Honestly, I say we just move. I think that'd be easier.
Yeah. I think it would be. We're on a path, right?
Pretty much, yeah.
We can just head down the path in the direction of the river and then make a camp off of the path and then just keep following the path in the morning.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like that idea.
Okay.
I say move forward about an hour, maybe.
Yeah, it should be good.
Yeah.
Okay. So you gather all the materials you can. So Bonnie, you take the alchemy set, the alchemy supplies. Okay. You gather what few materials you can carry. All of the items that you believe might have some genuine value to you. And begin to move southward on the path, back the way you came. Oh, not southward. Southwest. Yeah. Getting closer, following the river. And getting somewhat closer to the paths that way. The sound of the rushing water gets slightly louder as you are now ready at a crossing fairly close by, where you begin to actually bed down for the night. Setting up your encampment, you wish to do watches?
Of course.
Yes.
First
Are we
watch.
doubling up again?
Yeah, we can double.
I'll do first.
I'll
Ajal,
also do first.
Ajal and
No.
Ridley.
I'll do a second.
Second for Egil
I'll also do second.
and Asana.
What I did last time.
And final launch.
Clay and Atlas?
Yep.
I assume.
Atlas.
Yep. The
It's
gambling
gambling
boys.
hour. Yeah, they're always last watch and they always gamble.
The best game.
It's
For
the best way to
real.
gamble.
I
Yeah.
hope nobody ever tries to attack us in the last watch because they will not be noticed.
Yeah, for real.
Alice and Clay are too focused on their gambling.
They're too busy like staring at each other's poker face to listen for like
One day
wolves.
Atlas will win.
Yeah. Then he'll spend the rest of his life trying to catch that high.
I like to
He'll spend
imagine.
the rest of
I
his
like to
life trying
imagine
catch
that
high.
they're in the middle of like a game of poker, and Atlas is like trying to bluff, and all of a sudden you just hear from behind Atlas, he's bluffing. And it's just like a bandit like right behind Atlas, who's like just interested in the game. Is like, oh, he's just lying from his, he's lying.
Like, oh, you want to
Blatantly.
pull up a chair?
Some guy was gonna rob us, but was so flabbergasted by his game of poker.
Between a clay homunculus and an undead man.
Hey, this
Yeah,
game
like
of poker is
wakes up and it looks all the bandits are just all gambling around me.
Yeah.
That's how you make friends.
Yeah,
Everybody
for
wakes
real.
up. What's going on?
It's like, hey guys, these are my friends. I made them last night. It's like,
They
oh,
were
and you
gonna
didn't.
steal all of our stuff, but now
But now they're just stealing all of my money. It's fine. Clay's winning it back.
Blaze winning it back is crazy. Dirty business.
So, at the 1 sec.
I don't know. Maybe wake up for a watch, and you can do that instead of watch. Is it raining outside?
I think it's
It
raining
is.
everywhere.
That would make sense.
There's no rain here. I told it to go away.
It'll be there within a day.
I
No,
need it. We need it.
that's how you know you're an adult, is when you say we needed the rain.
I don't know
real.
about you, man. Where I live, we're in a drought half the year, and the other half the year, we're in a drought.
Incredible.
The lightning is a paid actor.
We get like 2 months of rain a year.
Damn. That's wild.
Or at
Simply
least
get
that's
more
how it used to
hurricanes.
be before the weather started fucking up.
So for
I
first
just
watch,
realized that wearing armor will actually decrease my armor class, so I will
it
not
sure
wear
will.
pink armor.
I wasn't
meant
gonna say
that's why-
anything.
I knew there was something in there, but I hadn't written it down, so I had to Google it. I'm so good at my job.
But the armor is most likely magical, isn't it?
Is it?
It's just pink. I think they
Oh,
just
yeah.
dyed it.
You don't know yet.
Oh, yeah.
Bonnie wants to identify the potion. If you wanted to, you could identify it.
Or you could just put it on and attune to it and see what happens
Yeah.
if it is magical.
And hope for the
You
best.
just spend an hour trying to attune to pink armor, and it just does nothing.
Nothing at all. Guys, I'm attuned. What does it do? Nothing.
It
Well, I
raises my
do
armor class
have-
by 1.
But it
I
does
can
take up an attunement
detect
slot.
magic. I can detect magic.
Ooh.
Oh yeah, do we want to put all this shit in a pile and see if it's magical? Save Bonnie some time.
I mean, yeah, we
That might be
can.
useful for Bonnie.
I get 1 free for long rest, so might as well.
All right, yeah, I'll put those 3 potions I found in there as well.
Bonnie would appreciate something. Surprise.
Whoa.
We're breaking through that cold, hard exterior.
It's because I'm fuzzy and cute.
Not because you're useful. That has nothing to do with it.
No, it's the fuzzy. Who could ever be mad at a humanoid cow, you know?
I don't know, man. I could be pretty mad at a human cow. I've seen real cows. They're so
That's
fucking
fair. I've been mad at
stupid.
real cows.
You could never be mad at Thera though.
No, Thera's an angel.
Absolutely. The
Sarah?
cinnamon roll of D&D characters.
Yeah,
For real.
and then she's a beast at healing.
As she deserves.
Kept that
2,000
entire
hit points
party.
in one battle.
Kept that entire
The
party
hero we
alive.
needed, but not the one we deserved.
I dropped 3 spells over 9th level, and it was
And I healed them.
yeah.
And then she went home to her wife,
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
As they should
all in a day's work.
have.
Honestly, Thera had the happiest ending of all in the game.
Yeah,
For
she's
real.
doing great.
I mean, Fairdeer had a pretty good
All
happy
right.
life.
How magic
She
is this
did.
pile of stuff?
Oh, so you pile all the stuff and cast detect magic. All of the stuff is magical, including the 3-piece set of clothes.
What school of magic?
All right, Bonnie, you in for a couple hours of hard work.
I at least get to know what's cool of magic,
Mm.
so
Hey Bonnie, how do you feel about taking a level of exhaustion tonight?
Both of the sets of clothes are I would what are the schools of magic? Oh my god.
There's enchantment,
enchantment,
evocation, necromancy, abjuration,
Conjuration.
divination,
Transmutation.
Pretty sure it's abjuration.
protective.
and
Ooh.
potato farming.
Protected.
Abjuration.
Protective.
If it's woolly clothes, I would guess maybe a cold protection would make sense.
Well then, sure, I'll put on this armor and see what happens.
You don't
Put
know.
on.
Oh. Oh.
You're just gonna.
What could go
All right.
wrong?
Okay. So you put on
Curse?
the pink armor. It seems to be made from some type of hide that is surprisingly supple.
Hmm.
Sick.
Your armor class goes down.
By
It is
2.
considered hide armor.
Ooh.
However, it is also, as you wear it for the next hour, as some of the other things are probably investigated, you discover that it technically works as light armor instead of medium armor. However, and it seems to have some other protective ability that you're unsure exactly what it is.
What does the light versus medium change?
It's just the nature of the item. So it gives you light armor instead of medium armor. Some
For
characters
you, it
are not.
doesn't change anything.
Yeah, some people are
Yeah,
not
I'm
proficient.
proficient both.
Yeah, if you're proficient with both, it doesn't matter. But like for I think rogue can't wear medium armor. A rogue could wear this.
Mm.
Because even though it is hide and it's technically medium armor, it counts as light armor instead. And you feel a little bit more protected. It's definitively pigskin though. So you can add
Love
pig.
me some pigs.
Yeah, you can add pig skin armor to your uh, to your inventory. Also, you're pretty sure it's a different type of pig. It's not normal.
It's a abnormal pig.
It's
they got a
Minecraft
freak of a
pigskin.
pig.
And you don't know what other abilities it has. Fantastic.
No.
Bonnie can investigate it. I'm just gonna try it out and see how it's fit.
That should be like you're cursed to be good forever.
Yeah, can I still take it off?
You try to take it off.
Sure.
Okay.
Spend an hour on
So
attuning to
you
it.
you begin to try to take off the new pigskin armor, and discover that it is very supple and easily slides off your body.
Oh, nice. Okay. I don't have to wild shape to get it off of me. Good, good.
I was so prepared how you were gonna like work and supple into how it's just not gonna leave.
One.
Well, but if I wild shape, then I can make it not transform with me. So
Hold up. I'm getting a
the
phone call.
animal can wear the armor, but the armor would have to like change to fit the animal, or I can have it off. I can have it off. I can have it be worn by the animal, or I can have it meld into. Anyway,
If it's cursed, I don't think you get the choice.
What do the rest of these things
no.
do? We've got a bunch of potions, right?
Supposedly.
It's actually just like food color water.
Baby's first potion. Just two guys throwing shit into it. The alchemist supply kit.
Graham, did you die?
Sorry, I had to check something.
Ah.
And by check something, I mean I got a phone call.
Let's
Who
checking
would ever
something.
get a phone call in D&D?
Um,
Illegal.
Nobody, of
I'm
course.
sorry, but you know, I'm very popular in the Pokemon Go scene. If you didn't know,
Oh
Mm,
gosh.
I
Everyone's
see.
clamoring to have you in their gym.
Yeah.
actually yes, pretty much. They're like, we need you. I'm like, what do you need me for? Uh, so I make
Someone
it.
just texts you, "We need you." Nothing else after that.
They called me and they're like, what are you doing right now? We need your account, your Pokemon Go account. Like, oh, I've been summoned. I must answer always.
Oh man,
But
what
yeah,
a
well,
legion to be a part of.
so you, Bonnie, I absolutely, I am the leader.
And we are the Pokemon.
We are the Pokemon.
You are the
Oh man,
Pokemon. I'm not gonna lie, I have 2 Pokemon named after your characters.
no.
Damn.
Which ones? Now I
Yeah.
know.
Now we got it
Rename your
now.
main team right now.
Goodness, that's crazy. I love it. I never even thought about naming my
Yeah, I know
Pokemon after
Senti's
my
one of
D&D
them.
characters.
Senti's the vine thing.
Yeah,
Yeah,
the
I have
kingdom
Senti,
stuff.
and because it's like steel based, I have Ganesh as Lucario. I was just like, oh, it's kind of earth based. It kind of fits. But there they are.
Oh,
Uh,
I love it, man. That's
you
awesome.
know, yeah.
Shiny
Oh,
Senti, and then lucky, really good Lucario.
see, now I have to do a new Pokemon playthrough, and I have to name all my Pokemon after characters in the
Absolutely,
campaign.
it's one of my favorite
That's all.
things.
It's the only thing I can do now.
Yeah. It's required.
If I don't really love D&D the way I say I do.
All right, what do these potions do?
Okay, which potion do you identify first?
You should do the red and purple one because I think that has something to do with the Dar. Or something
Ooh.
weird and fucked up, regardless.
I mean, it's up to Bonnie, but we've got a red one, a red purple one, and then 2 carbonated Mountain Dews.
Nice, nice. Yeah, the one with drow ears.
We've
You want
got
to look
3
at the one
options.
with drown ears first?
Successfully bullied.
Successfully bullied.
Oh, and I also have that bracelet that I'd like to have
Oh my
identified.
gosh.
Did the
So,
bracelet pop up as magical, by
absolutely.
the way? It did? Okay, cool.
Yeah. So, you begin to look at the potion, and what you find is it's the one that you found that was crafted by the Living Crucible, correct?
Yes.
Very, very good. Okay. You find this is a battle drought that was being crafted. It seems that it is a very, very rare magic item uh, and a very difficult potion. It is intended as the strongest potion a living crucible can craft. When you take it, there are multiple possibilities. You gain the ability, so you have a choice essentially. You can gain resistance to spells, uh, resistance to damage from spells, resistance to bludgeoning, piercing, and slashing damage, 20 temporary hit points, or plus 1d8 damage with weapon attacks. This lasts for 1 minute, and you get 2 of them.
What was that effect one more time?
How long does it last?
1 minute.
1 minute.
Living crucibles are
And
insane.
it's resistance to damage from spells, resistance to damage of bludgeoning, piercing, and slashing, 20 temporary hit points, or 1d8 damage with weapon attacks. So added 1d8 damage.
Golly.
And you get 2 of those abilities.
Oh, you get to pick whatever two you want.
Yes.
Nice.
It is a very, very potent magical potion. And it's definitely not designed for normal people, it seems. Like, this seems very dangerous for normal people. Living crucibles seem to have, some element of change added into their bodies that have allowed them to be able to take things like this.
They're all roided up.
Absolutely, for real. They became addicted to their own potions.
Yeah,
Like-
I was thinking very Witcher.
Oh,
That
They're
was
like a
Witcher-like.
guy who would go and like chug a whole thing of like isopropyl alcohol at a party. And then you'd see him on campus the next day and he'd be fine. That's what I think of when I think of
Crazy.
Living Crucible.
I knew a guy that ate an entire jar of peanut butter every day at school.
God, yeah, that was a Living Crucible.
That's
Poison.
Honestly. Like, he would have a full jar at the beginning of the day, and by the end of the day, it was gone.
That's just kind of
I
wild.
don't know. I don't know what he needed all that protein
How
for.
hilarious would it be if he had a full jar that he just ate from throughout the week, but at the end of the day, he always pulled out an empty jar he had from last week?
I mean, maybe. I don't know. He was bulking for something, I guess.
Okay.
Yeah. Maybe just
Gotta go
peanut
for those
butter.
gains,
Yeah, there was also a few people that would just drink like a whole gallon of water throughout the day. Sports people are
Good for
crazy.
them.
Oh, I did that.
It's just it's insane to watch a 16-year-old, 17-year-old carry around a gallon of water from class to class.
I mean, if
In
you're
half the
actually
classes, you aren't allowed to have drinks in.
damn.
Yeah, I never understood
healthy.
why they would not want us to have drinks. Like, that's just stupid.
Well, I can understand like not all drinks,
But
but
water.
Yeah, but water.
yeah, water should be
Crazy.
something that you should be able to have access to.
The only time I think you can refuse students water in a class is if you're in like a lab.
Yeah, a lab is like, obviously you don't want anyone eating or drinking in there. But in Spanish class?
Yeah, you might want to drink of water. Your throat will get dry with all
If
the
you
talking.
if you can ask me how to say, can I drink my water in the Spanish class, then you can have your water.
That's genuinely how that Spanish teacher was. You had to ask
That's how they
things in
all are.
Spanish, or she would not respond to you. And I'm like, lady, please, I need to pee.
Yeah,
That's when
I
you
used
just
to really
start
enjoy when
calling her
my teachers
slurs
loved doing the
in
thing
Spanish.
where
Not slurs.
that's wild.
I said the wrong word there. I meant cuss.
Yeah, I used to love when they when the teachers would you would ask her, can I go to the bathroom? Like, can you? Like, may I? Like, yeah.
Watch me.
God,
Just piss your pants right there.
I hate teachers that do that. Like, I once had a teacher. I had her right after lunch, and she timed how long I went to the bathroom.
That's just wild.
She gave me like a literal minute.
I mean, if you went really fast, then like you could have broken records.
I mean, I would have took my time regardless. But like,
like
the second you time me is like, okay, let's see how long you hold on to that
also, for
clock.
context, this was 4th grade.
Oh,
4th grade.
Let's see how long you hold on to
I
that
just
clock.
got people vaping in the bathroom from 4th grade.
I had a horrible 4th grade teacher too. I won't go into it, but she was my first bully, which isn't good.
Yeah, like what's up with 4th grade teachers?
They're a different breed.
What? Why do they hate kids?
I found a lot of teachers that hate kids. I mean, you should not be doing this.
Yeah,
They're just haters.
for real.
All right,
My fourth
D&D
grade
though.
teacher was literally
Now let's
So
talk more about
you
fourth
my
checked
grade
out
mom.
teachers.
the potion the living crucible was crafting. You check out what's the next item on the list?
What about this red potion?
The red potion, um, that is the red with the kind of purple intestine looking things.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yummy.
you identify that next.
If Bonnie's okay with that.
Yes, I hope so. Yeah. This is a potion of relentlessness. It's a very rare potion. When you drink this, viscous potion made of quoxary blood, you are harder to knock unconscious. When damage would reduce you to 0 hit points, you spend a hit die and are at 1 hit point instead. The effect of the potion lasts for 1 minute. At the end of that time, you gain a level of exhaustion for each hit die spent, unless you succeed a DC 15 con save.
Okay. I am writing these potions down, but at the end of it, if you did want to if you have like a
I'm
handout for it or
yeah,
something,
I'm gonna
okay.
post it.
Just because I'm like shorthanding a lot of this.
No, you're fine.
So if I ever look back on this, I'm gonna be like, what the fuck does that mean?
Yeah, I'm literally reading these from my notes, my
Okay,
book.
cool.
You
And
mean
I
you
will.
didn't memorize all of this?
God no.
Imagine if that was expected. I'd rather die.
And then we've got the Mountain Dew potions.
Andrew, do you want Bonnie to identify the bracelet?
Yeah. She's down for it.
And the armor.
Oh yes, the armor you're already wearing. And then there was the wool
I
clothes.
took
So
it
many
off.
things.
There's a lot of things.
So many things. This is all taking like hours.
I'm gonna make Bonnie some tea.
Does it take hours? I thought it took 10 minutes.
It's 10 minutes per.
Oh, I don't know why I
It's
thought I
probably
did
going
it
to take a
in
good
an
hour
hour.
for this to be done.
Yeah, I'll steep Bonnie some tea.
Oh, good. What was next again? It was the
The Mountain Dew potions.
Mountain Dew potions. Yes. Identifying these two potions gives you sizzling serum. Created from the ichor in a potbelly stomach pot, this volatile concoction is effective at damaging inorganic substances. As an action, you can hurl the serum up to 30 feet at a construct or dump it on an object. A construct or object must succeed a DC 15 con save or take 10d6 fire damage, half as much on an unsuccessful save. Well, on a
That's
successful save,
useful.
not unsuccessful. And there's 2 sizzling serums.
Reverse saving throw.
That's a caustic Mountain Dew.
It's Mountain Dew. What
Honestly,
did you expect?
yeah.
It's
just
normal
Mountain
Mountain Dew. Yeah,
It's
that's
just
just
normal.
that's just what it does.
Yeah.
It do what it do. It is the do.
Mountain Dew truly operates on the same function as pineapples, which is it can't digest you if you digest it first.
Exactly.
Absolutely. Sizzling serum. Next,
The bracelet.
the bracelet. um, you identify the bracelet. This is the bracelet of the cosmos.
That sounds fancy.
Um, it allows you to see in magical darkness. And its activating words are bind your fate to the hungering void, yield power. Yield power to yield life, and in the embrace of Hadar, the cosmos consumes all.
Can you repeat those words real quick?
I will paste those words.
Okay, cool.
Bind your fate to the hungering void, yield power to yield life, and in the embrace of Hadar, the cosmos consumes all.
I'm not touching that one.
And
Do you get the
that's
sense that there is other magic within it? You can't figure it out though.
Would everyone be okay if I have this bracelet?
It
I'm
seems
certainly
made
not
for you.
fighting for it.
Ace will nod, but she is staring at the bracelet. Not in an envious way, just interested.
In an awe-inspired way.
Yeah, I'm not gonna take it from you. It doesn't look like she's gonna take it from
You just cut my whole hand off while I'm sleeping.
me. She would if she
I
wanted
will be
it.
the chosen one.
But you're my friend. You're my friend.
So the way this works is, I have to say that whole phrase and then I get magical dark vision for an amount of time or forever?
Well,
is it like an
that
attunement
is
thing?
that is just the phrase that seemingly was unavailable to be seen by the living crucible, Hannett, who was wielding it. Now that you know what it says, you read the words, and when you first had picked it up, you could not understand what the bracelet was saying to you. It clicks in your mind, and you are now able to attune to it.
Nice.
So unless you were able to know the words, you cannot attune to this.
Okay. And the attunement is, you can see in magical darkness?
So far, yes. That is all that it gives you at the moment.
Okay. I will definitely attune to that.
Okay. Anything else? What's next?
The armor.
The armor. Bones for the Bone Throne.
You know, the bone throne.
Interesting. The pigskin armor. This strong, flexible armor, made from the hide of ogre swine, is surprisingly supple. It counts as light armor rather than medium armor, and it has a 20% chance of protecting the wearer from the extra damage done by a critical hit. This armor is cursed. While wearing the armor, you snore uncontrollably while sleeping, and your food intake doubles.
Oh man, that's actually not good.
I see no downsides.
Oh my.
You're gonna be a hungry
Yeah, resources are gonna be tight.
Yep, you basically gain sleep apnea and an uncontrollable appetite.
You
Wait,
turn into a
wait.
teenage boy with
Okay.
sleep apnea?
But you don't
Yeah.
sleep in armor though.
No, this is bad for you, Pink. Nothing about
All that
this armor
means
is
is
good
I
for
need
you.
2 good berries instead of 1 good berry.
How much does
That's
this
it.
increase your armor class by?
I wonder if that armor would work on me.
If
Since I
it
can't.
doesn't change anything and it's
I
hide
mean,
armor, it
that
gives
would
me
be
a
interesting.
-2.
Yeah, it
Atlas,
decreases your AC by 2,
Decreases
Atlas
my
would be
AC by 2.
immune.
but it would also decrease his AC.
It's true.
Yeah.
I mean, do you want it, Alice? Because it does, in fact, decrease my AC by 2.
No, I don't really need it.
We'll
Maybe we
say
could sell it
nobody
to somebody.
has to wear it. We can just put it
Yeah.
in a bag.
We can sell it later if we really want to. Because it's not good for me.
But also, Pink, if you want to wear it, nobody will stop you.
Yes, absolutely.
It's pink though.
I'll make fun of you a little bit, but I won't
Is the
stop
armor
you.
It's
pink, or
literally
were the
made
wool
for
clothes
me.
pink?
The
It's
armor.
pink in that it is made of pig skin.
You know what?
Yeah.
It is made of pinks.
It's
Yeah,
pink.
So it's
pink
gonna be
pig
like a
skin.
dingy beige pink by this point because it's been tanned and preserved.
We don't know what ogre swine leather looks like.
Yeah, maybe it's neon
Maybe it's
pink. I don't
not
know.
pink.
I've described it as pink.
So it's pink. It's
Barbie pink.
recognizable as pink.
Not neon pink. Bright on the battlefield. That's why
Well,
your AC goes down.
You can do whatever you want.
For
Pink.
real.
What do these wool clothes do?
The wool clothes. Give me a second. You have me curious now. I'm actually going to. Oh, that's not that's name. What is this creature? Hold up. I'm looking at creatures now because like all of these items are made of creatures that are very specific. And I'm like, okay, what is ogre swine? Ogre.
But
Let me see
also,
the
you create this world. You could say ogre swine or whatever color you want.
Just do a dinosaur thing and say whatever color you want them to be because nobody can prove you wrong.
So
Oh,
true.
the. Oh, interesting. Well, that was not what I was looking for, but that explains uh the other item. Just trying to see if they have an ogre swine. Oh, it is totally pink. Yeah, absolutely. So you look at the very nice woolen clothes. They are white and orange. Kind of like the color of a um, what are those like orange creamsicles?
Hmm.
Ooh, that's fun.
Yeah. And upon identifying it, this cloak, no, sorry, not cloak. How to lose it? This suit of the lamb uh, is made of comfortable woolen clothes. Made from the wool of the rare and dangerous poffer, it includes a shirt, trousers, or a kilt, and thick socks. While wearing the suit, you have resistance to lightning damage, and you don't suffer the effects from extreme cold weather.
Huh. That's very nice. I guess.
Interesting.
Yeah, it is just nice clothes. They're just fancy and
Yeah.
very warm.
Gil, would you like some cozy
Incredibly
clothes?
warm clothes.
No, I don't need it. I'm currently immune to cold damage.
Oh yeah.
Are you
Yeah, I'm
immune to
resistant to
lightning
cold.
damage, though?
No, I'm not.
No, you're not.
If I wore it, I'd have 5 damage resistances. So I think I should not have it.
Fair enough.
I think Atlas might need it. Just keep him alive a lot better.
Atlas, do you want to be comfy cozy?
Yeah, sure. It's not like I'm
Atlas.
wearing much clothes anyways.
Yeah.
He's got to cover up his rippling muscles.
Yeah, you begin to put on your woolen socks. Would you rather have trousers or a kilt? I'll leave it up to
I
you.
think a kill would be cooler.
Okay. You put on your trousers, sorry, your warm socks, your really thick, cozy, orange creamsicle socks. You put on your white and orange kilt, and then you put on your beautiful, nice woolen shirt, and you feel nice and comfy, cozy.
Atlas is a creamsicle now.
Amazing.
Yeah, absolutely awesome. I love this magic item. I'm so happy I rolled this.
It's good.
I just rolled outfits for you.
Okay, I think that's all of our identifies.
Yeah, I believe that is all of your identifies. You have identified all the items.
Woo. Now it's sleep time.
Hmm. So you all pass the fuck out, except for those on watch. Who is on watch?
Indeed. Ripley
Oh,
and a jaw.
Me.
Ripley and Ajal are the first watch, followed by Asanath and Egil, and then followed by Atlas. I keep almost saying Belric for some reason. And the little Clay. So, first watch, go ahead and make perception checks. And can I have someone roll me a D100, please?
Okay, is Grim blessing us?
Grim is sleeping.
All right. Cool.
Wait,
Do you
are
want
you
to
having
roll
second
pink?
watch? Oh. Perception. Oh
Oh no.
boy.
I'll roll the D100.
Yeah. Does my vulture roll separately for me? Because it does have a separate skill.
Sure.
Okay.
The vulture
Oh,
gets advantage, right? It's got the keen
I
eyes or
It
whatever.
does. Damn, Devin.
trying to find his character sheet yet.
You okay?
Yeah, it has keen eyes and a +3.
Sorry about the sneezing, my brothers.
So 18.
Oh my god.
Just tell
15?
him to go outside.
Can't. He's just dying. The evil is too much. Evil is just like it makes everyone allergic. That's how I know when there's evil around. I just start sneezing. I'm like, oh no, allergies. Jesus Christ.
I was taking a test once in school, and someone sneezed 20 times, so he had to leave the classroom
Damn.
so that
20
everyone
times.
else could take the test. And he just had to go stand outside in the hallway and continue sneezing for like another 5 minutes.
That is just so annoying.
Did that guy may I don't know, did he need to like go to the hospital or something? What the fuck?
I think he was fine. I don't know.
Sneezing is fine if you keep going, but coughing is not because coughing can stop your breathing more than sneezing can. I have in fact gone to the hospital for coughing, but not for sneezing. So
Okay. I love that sound. Sorry, I'm trying to read this thing real fast. Okay. So, with those rolls, you begin to, conduct your watch, looking out over the distant river that can just slightly be seen, roiling northwards. You are on the lookout for any sort of um, sound or um, alert to any creatures that might be in the area, but having taken an hour out of your time to, um, travel away from where you left all those dead bodies, the first watch goes by fairly smoothly. You don't really see any threatening beast or any sort of creature that would, lead you to kind of worry. So first watch goes by very calmly. Is there any role play between the two of you that you want to do?
Uh, Probably. I would first like to I don't know how great this is going to go. I want to make something like with those alchemy supplies that we gathered. Um Basically while Bonnie is sleeping, I want to do prep work for her for any potions that might be need to be done, like very basic things that I would have learned from um like whenever I lived in the woods of like these are the things that you need to have to start making things, but won't go bad if you mix them ahead of time, like primers.
Hmm,
I just want to take some of Bonnie's workload off.
that's awesome. Yeah, go ahead and roll me an Arcana check.
Ooh, can I use my clockwork amulet on that? I always forget I have this item.
Sure.
Such a good item.
Yeah, I'll
Okay,
allow it.
so it's just a 17.
17. Okay. Yeah, you're able to, begin setting up. How? Um, hmm. I mean, are you doing this trying to be quiet as well?
I mean, yeah, I don't want to like wake her up or disturb anyone.
Roll a stealth check as well.
Oh, I'm so sneaky.
15. Yeah, you're able to, do all this in pretty decent time and with a good bit of silence added onto it. It'll be a very nice surprise in the morning.
Cool.
Okay. Anything from Ajel?
I'm gonna cast a couple good berries.
Awesome. Yeah, they as you cast them, you're kind of hungry. They look pretty good.
I'm gonna eat some of them, that's for sure.
Fair enough.
I will offer one to Ripley.
Thanks. I'll eat it while I'm swirling something in a bottle.
Crunchity munchity.
Yeah.
Been a long time since I've had a good berry, so appreciate it.
And I'll have some stocked up for tomorrow, just in case.
Do you know how to make them different kinds of berries?
Nope.
Ah, all right. I used to know somebody who could sort of do that. I didn't know if that was a common thing or not.
Never heard of it before. Wait, sorry. Never heard of it before. That's not the accent. La la la. Never heard of it before, but I assume it can happen.
Yeah, she'd make sort of medleys and just kind of like have them in a bowl on the table. It was nice.
Sounds delicious.
Okay. And with that, we go to second watch. So, second watch, people.
Yes.
Roll perception checks, and can one of you please roll me a d100, please?
I don't think I should be blessed. My bad. So it's a 22.
Oh, good. Yeah, I keep trying to remember that Grim has to be awake in order for you to actually get blessed. So I keep
And
remembering
I
that.
rolled a d100 and I got a 41.
Okay. So, um, Igil, what do you do during your watch? Anything of note, or?
All right, I was muted. Um, is there anything in particular that I do? My mushroom, well, the fungus is growing. I have the drow ears. Any bomb pushing? I don't think there's anything in particular I do tonight. Yeah. Yeah, I don't think there's anything in particular that I do tonight. Yeah, just be on watch, I guess.
Okay. And Asanath, anything?
No, I'm just sit and watch. Obviously have my doll in my lap.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Yeah, you kind of just begin to go into a low, very quiet watch. About maybe about 3/4 of the way through your watch, there is a very it is distant, but close enough that it immediately perks your ears and gives you slight worry as you hear like what sounds like metal bending. Just this and then a snapping sound.
The Austin hears or do I hear it too?
Asanath only at this point.
Okay.
Osmoth is gonna whisper, because I assume we're close enough together to whisper.
Mhm.
Um, Something's out there, creaking like metal. And do we have a fire going right now?
I would imagine so. It's very cold to not have one.
Hmm.
There's no active like snowfall, but there's still snow on the ground.
Okay. What direction?
I'll point out where I heard the noise from.
Yeah, it was kind of like northeast, almost along the path you just came from, back towards the bodies.
Back towards the bodies. Okay.
I'll move you to the world map a little bit. To kind of get a sense on where you all kind of traveled from. Um, so when you went northward, you kind of had to stop around here, and the individuals were kind of off the main path by the river. So they were more eastward. So I had you go towards the river to be able to have that nice path that goes along the river to do the crossing there. Um, so yeah, you're out in this area basically, fairly close to the river. You can actually hear it almost throughout the entirety of the night.
Hmm. Do you hear it growing closer, or is it just in the same direction?
I assume it's just in the same direction, right? Or is it getting closer?
You
I
only
don't
heard the
remember.
sound once, and
Okay.
it was just the sound of like metal um, bending, and then presumably snapping.
Yeah. I only heard the sound once. like metal being bent.
I
Asanath, you
don't.
begin to hear crunches. Something somewhat moving fast. You can hear like the kind of soft, frozen grass beginning to, be trampled upon. And you hear like something, the sound of something dragging, just going like a slight as it hit bumps. You hear it. It seems to be coming fairly close.
Something's coming
Um,
fast, but dragging.
I get up and start waking the others.
Okay. Who do you wake first?
Mm, I think I would wake up. Ripley first.
Okay. You begin to shake Ripley up. As you do that, Asanath, um, on the edge of the clearing in front of you, where you know how you have this decent line of sight towards the river, just coming into frame, maybe about 20 feet away, you can see a massive, well-built cat-like creature. You can just see the glint of its eyes and the glint of what looks like a armored, familiar individual in its jaws.
Oh my.
Okay. I'm watching it.
It has stopped moving. The second it noticed you, um, and kind of came into the actual firelight, it's just stopped and is just staring at you for a moment. Make a perception check.
Perception.
Or actually, sorry. Make a history check. That's what I need to do. You already see it.
14.
14. You're fairly well knowledgeable. You're pretty sure that this is a corpse jaw.
Okay.
Corpse jaws are large cat-like uh, creatures, um, cousins to mountain lions. They are battlefield scavengers, however, with powerful enough jaws to allow them to tear through armor. Um, and it's just kind of staring at you. You can see um, the which one was it again? Yeah, you see it has Lanache in its mouth.
Yeah.
And that crunching sound, that bending metal, was his helmet. And you can see his eyes are bulging out as he seemingly put too much pressure on the head at one point, and you can see it bent the metal inwards.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
And I'm awake at this point.
I'm
Yeah, you're just
gonna.
starting to
I'm
get up, pretty much.
just
Yeah.
gonna kind of make like a small shooing motion. I don't
Yeah.
want to be big or aggressive about it, but I do just kind of want to make a small shooing motion
Like,
in
shoot.
Elvish. Say, "Go on,
Get.
leave with your dinner."
Go on, get.
You see, it takes a singular, quiet, imperceptible footfall, and then another, and then begins to bolt, um, rushing out of line of sight as quick as it can. The body bouncing along, every single rock jamming into the spine and tearing, uh, bits of uh, clothes and capes and small sections of loose-fitting armor off as his body is just dragged further afield.
Ace will turn back to the group. We should be fine. It's just a corpse jaw.
I dismissed the mage hand that I was about to jostle Atlas awake with.
My apologies. I tap Ripley on the shoulder and go back to where I was.
Oh, no worries.
Oh, better safe than sorry.
What exactly is a corpse jaw?
Oh, it's kind of like a mountain lion, but not exactly. It's large and cat-like. It's a battlefield scavenger, and it's got really powerful jaws.
Yeah.
But that one had already gotten something,
It's
so
yeah. I would also say you would know. It's very common to know this. Their jaws work like adamantine.
Ooh. Oh my. Okay, that's dangerous.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Let's go kill it.
They are often hunted by military organizations as to protect damage to valuable salvage, as they will
I
just tear metal apart.
Before
love the
I
image of Ace just shooing this giant adamantine jawed cat away.
Yeah.
Just
It's very southern of you.
very southern.
Yeah.
Before I go back to sleep, I am going to make sure that my arm is very like right in the position it needs to be in case I have to get up and put it on real fast.
Yeah, you orient your arm so that it's right there in front of your face.
And then I'll go back to sleep.
Hmm. Yeah, but the rest of your watch, this is pretty much near the end of it, goes by very smoothly, and eventually you wake Atlas and Clay, who is a little creation, a little homunculus, just kind of naturally gets up for its watch, um, and also Grim will also wake up at this point. So, with Atlas and Clay, I need both of you to roll perceptions, and one of you roll with the 100, please.
Damn, Clay is on it.
This is why he always wins poker.
This is why
Absolutely.
he wins every time. God, it's so funny that you have the same perception modifier.
Yeah. They're evenly matched.
They're evenly matched. Clay's just got a lucky streak going.
Yeah.
Clay is
Yep.
just lucky
Just
as
good
hell.
eyes.
He's totally not
Absolutely.
cheating with Grim. That's not a thing.
Never.
Yeah. Roll a d100, please.
Ooh, this might be good or bad.
1. Okay. Um, yeah. Okay. During your watch, do you do anything? Any role play or anything like that?
I mean, just playing poker as usual.
Okay. Yeah, so the two of you begin a small little hand of poker. Um, you begin to see an early on streak of luck with Clay. Um, but before you're even done with your, first real game, there is a small bit of light that both of you notice. And it seems to be coming from Bonnie's direction.
How like big is it? Like, is it more like a directed or it's kind of like a wide area?
It looks like it's a small directed light. Um, and you watch it kind of almost begins to get slightly brighter and brighter. Um, and it seems to be coming from Bonnie's bag.
Yeah, I guess I'll just turn to Clay and be like, can you take a look at that?
Clay will go and fly over, and walks into Bonnie's bag. Um, there is a sudden, blinding flash of light. Um, and suddenly you watch emanating from the bag are 5 eyes with small wings attached to each of them. You can see each eye is connected by a small, thin, white band of light, radiant light. And in the center of each blue eye is an iris in the shape of a keyhole. As you can see, a familiar uh, thing, the eyes of Zabriel that was watching over you in Cardinal as it emanates from the bag. You watch as the eyes all are looking in separate directions, but you see 3 of them turn towards you, Atlas, as the 2 others turn down towards Sleeping Bonnie.
I think I'll try to get some like a blanket or something that I might have from my squir's pack and try and just cover all the eyes at once.
Okay, so you grab a blanket of yours and you rush it. Go ahead and go ahead roll athletics. This will be for a grapple, essentially, as you're just trying to like toss something over it to grapple it. Okay, you take this blanket and wrap it around the eyes, and suddenly you feel, um, you seemingly not caught it off guard, but the eyes are no match to a singular adventurer's blanket, as you cover all of them and almost begin to bag them up yourself.
Yeah, then I'm gonna try and like just stomp on all of them and crush them as much as possible.
Okay, you take this blanket full of eyes and you throw it onto the ground, and as you go to stomp on it, you watch as the blanket kind of almost has this like very very light like flash that you can see, and then you stomp on the bag on this this balled up blanket, and as you do, you just feel like you're crunching under the ground. It's a pretty loud thing. Go ahead and let me see here. Okay. As you stomp onto the rocks and grass that you've been sleeping on, and onto this blanket, none of your party seems to wake up. However, it doesn't feel like there was anything in the bag. Do you pick it up?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, you pick up your blanket as it unfurls, and you look at what was ever underneath it. There's nothing. Um, you hear a voice enters your mind. Your hostility has been observed. Do you have anything to say for yourself?
Yeah, I think the only thing Alex would say, like, you know what? You can just leave us alone. That'd be perfect.
Your disagreement has been noted. Thank you. And the voice vanishes from your mind. You wait a few moments, looking around, and no sign of the eyes. They do seem malleable, as if they can be touched and harmed. It's a good thing to know. They also seem very tricksy, so something of note. After that, you spend the rest of your night a little bit more wary, keeping an eye out for the rest of the eyes to reappear. They never do. Watch ends, nothing else. You all awaken the next day, rested and ready. So, where to? So,
To Clash, right?
how did you make that so fast?
Or are we going straight to Broken Bridge? Not straight, but around to Broken Bridge.
I think you're still heading to Clash.
Going to Clash?
Yeah.
I would love to go to Clash personally.
Mhm.
Should probably, we definitely can't like swim across this because we would die. But we could head to this thingy. See if we can hail somebody for a little ride.
The path that you are currently on seems to lead, next to the river the entire way to whatever that place is. That's the path you're heading?
Do we want to keep it going?
Yeah. I mean,
I'm down.
we don't really have any other place to go really but Clash at the moment. So, yep. Go hail a little boaty boat and see if we can get across this water.
Woo! Can't do very good woos right now.
No.
Um,
Hmm.
um hey Graham,
Yeah.
what was the item I was looking at? So the tears of the hungered venom. I forgot exactly what that was. I think I got that from a
One of the hungered beasts.
yeah. What that was it blood that came from them? Or like
The disease tears of the hungerer can. Um, I believe that's just the poison, the hungered
that's
poison.
just the poison.
Yeah, I believe so.
Okay,
I think that's the name of it. It's the tears of
okay.
the hungerer.
We didn't give that any like we didn't that didn't have any particular stats like damage wise or anything, did it?
I
That was
don't
just something
believe
I
so.
collected.
Yeah, I think it's just something you
Um,
collected.
Okay. Good to know. All right, I think know what I'll be doing next time then. All right, thanks.
Hmm. Okay. So with that, yeah, you're able to travel northward. Um, Does Atlas bring up the events of last night?
Yeah, he'll bring it up and basically say like, "Oh yeah, those like celestial eyes came back in the middle of the night, but I deterred them for now."
Mm,
Celestial eyes?
yes,
Celestial
we have
eyes.
seemed to drawn the attention of celestial bodies.
You seem to draw the attention of a lot of things.
I am merely a doctor.
You as a group, not an individual. I don't know your life.
But you are correct. We have created a lot of antagonistic forces for ourselves, to say the least.
Okay. So, you inform the party as you begin the travel. The sky begins to darken ever so slightly as some more clouds begin to fill the once blue sky that you started your morning with. Um, as you travel, the winds seem to slow a little bit, but you are getting closer and closer to the sea, and temperature seems to slightly drop with every close movement towards it. Um, in the daylight and this close to the river, you finally are able to see, um, the Rida, and why it seems like it was named that way, which is rust in Dwarvish, as it is very red, um, filled with lots of red sediment. Um, it is an interesting coloration for a river, but it is wide and fast moving and fairly impressive, in all honesty. Um, but you follow the uh, river and enjoy its nice sounds as you travel for about, I believe, 3.5 hours. Eventually, you begin to see the sea. Um, the wide blue waters royal with white, as you can see many cold waves seem to fill this massive bay. Ships, currently small fishing vessels, are currently littering the entirety of this um, grand fishery. As you begin to see elements of what looks to be a somewhat sizable farming town um, that currently perches on the very edge of the river delta here. You can see large windmills currently ride the north side of the river, um, with water wheels powering them, turning um, wheat to grain and flour, as you see a very thriving farmstead region. Um, you do see that there's some seems to be some sort of ferry that is just on the cusp of the river, right before all of these fishing vessels have their small docks. You can see a very sizable ferry system. The ferry is currently on the opposite side of the river, but you do see probably about 11 or so individuals on the other side of the river, currently fishing things out. Um, you can see a pile of kind of um, dark steel swords. You can see three armored individuals are currently pulled up out of the water, as a fourth one is currently being pulled. Um, you can see they're kind of all preoccupied. They don't fully notice you across the river just yet. You can see one individual, kind of a maybe mid 60s man with grayed beard, kind of like red hair that um, is kind of cut short on the sides and um, slightly coiffed up front. Um, you can see it's slightly graying as it goes up into his into the sides of his hair, but he still seems to have a little bit of color. He's currently arms folded, just watching from on the ferry itself.
Hmm. Does anyone have any means of getting their attention?
How far away are they again?
The river's maybe only about, um, I would say 250 feet.
That's not that bad. I got nothing except yelling real loud.
I could, but it does cost a spell slot.
I mean, yeah, we can just yell, I think.
Yeah, we can just yell. We
If
can
it
jump
doesn't
up
work,
and
I'll
down
use
and
my
wave our
spell.
arms as well. That could help.
I don't have any firecrackers on me, unfortunately.
Are there any birds around?
Your vulture.
Grim.
Oh, true.
I don't
I
know who
forgot
wants
about both of
Grim over
them.
there.
There's
I'll
two
send my
birds.
vulture over there. He can go on over.
Mm.
It's okay. Grim's too good for menial labor.
So you send your vulture across the river.
Yeah.
So as your vulture begins to fly across the river, you can see one of the individuals who is fishing out one of the bodies looks up, and you can just see them look at this vulture, and they just immediately flip it off.
My vulture's gonna caw down at them because that was rude.
Um, from your vulture's eyes, you can see this person. He kind of yells out a little bit, but not enough for you all to hear it. He goes, "We haven't even fished them all out yet, and they're already coming."
Great. A vulture was the wrong choice here.
You see, he kind of steps 2 feet into the water, and you see a chill runs up this individual's body as they fish out another one of these bodies. This one seems to have some leather armor on.
Hmm.
Interesting.
I'll can I find some material to start a fire?
Sure, yeah. There's small shrubby woody bushes around, so you're able to find a decent amount of material.
And I just strike a flame on it
Hmm.
just to create a smoke signal, essentially.
Yeah. You do that, and eventually you can see the individual who is currently standing on the ferry kind of does a double take and like perks up, and immediately you hear like this very distant voice, "I'm so sorry," as he takes his long pole and begins to kind of push off the ferry just slightly. You can see it's seemingly on this like large wire, and he goes to a wheel and starts just slowly turning it. The ferry moves lazily across the speedy river as it, you know, it flows slower as it enters out into the river delta itself. Um, and so the ferry eventually does um, bonk the edges of your side of the shore. You can
You
see
should
the
be sorry.
middle-aged man, well, 60-year-old man, um, greets you all. Hey, I'm so sorry about that. We didn't see there's a lot going on in Caldwin right now. Um, Welcome to the ferry. I'll take you across.
It is much appreciated.
No problem. Usually we don't get people coming from this way, but we're expecting others.
Well, I guess we arrived at the perfect time then.
Yeah, absolutely. Step aboard, step aboard. Watch yourselves. Sometimes the waves do go up the river, and you might get a little wet. But
Me and my vulture just glaring.
do you know what dampens as it dries?
A towel.
Ha! You know it. Like you were ready.
Uh-huh.
He continues to take you all across the river, um, giving you a few more riddles as he goes. You know, I appreciate your little smoke signal. What is alive but grows, does not breathe but needs air?
Was
Moss.
alive. Oh,
What'd you say?
Moss.
Nope.
Moss can grow underwater.
what's alive but does not grow?
Not the answer I'm looking for, but I like where your head's at.
What's alive but does not grow?
What is
Or does
alive
grow?
but grows, does not breathe but needs air?
It's alive but
What
grows.
is not alive but grows,
Oh, what is
does
not
not
Oh,
alive?
breathe but
not
needs air?
alive.
Yeah. What is not
Okay,
alive but
Oh,
grows?
Fucking
not
fire.
alive.
There you go.
It's fire, says
Uh,
the person who's
he
clearly been
yes, he
horrifically
does.
burned.
He looks at you. He goes. He has a
Oh
smile on his
god.
face, and then sees that the smile immediately fades.
I'm just smiling at him.
Yeah, you got that. Well, welcome to Caldwin. The little fairy hits the dock. It bonks against
Great
the
way
other
to
shore.
end this bullshit.
oh man.
You see, he kind of steps off as he secures the the ferry to the other shore as it bonks at the other shoreline. To Caldwin, please enjoy your stay.
Hopefully it can only improve from here.
Um,
Sure it will.
as 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 we're exiting off, I want to ask him, what exactly are they fishing out of the water?
Uh, buddies. Um,
Well, we could see that.
we don't know exactly what they are, but we believe uh, they sent a few living crucibles southward. We in the night, I noticed some unsavory individuals um, sneaking south. Uh, we had reason to believe they were not good, so we sent hunters their way. I think these might be them.
I see.
You see, one of the individuals begins walking up. It's that the human that flipped off the raven. You can see he has probably uh, maybe like 25 or so, so fairly young. Kind of like this mess of like auburn hair, brown eyes. Well, Pierre, we got most of them. I think we're missing two. You sure? I swear I saw six. I only got the four. So either two got away or Crucibles have them. So, hmm. Well, thank you guys for fishing them out for me. Hey, no problem, bud. Hey, newcomers, welcome to Caldwin. Um, you just came across the ferry. Did you happen to see a troop of like soldiers south?
Hmm.
I don't think we did see a troop.
We came across the camp, but that's merely it.
Oh, their camp.
Whether or not it's the camp of the troop that you are referring to, I'm not sure.
Um, interesting. Well, I might. Do you mind speaking to the elder of the town? She might want to know that information.
Of course.
Okay. Pierre, you want to take them? I can watch your ferry for you. Uh, why don't you take them, Tilo? Should be fine. Okay. You're the ferryman. Follow me. I'll take you to her.
Can I do an insight check on the ferryman?
Yeah, make an
Why
insight
does
check.
he want to take us? It's because of what happened.
Yeah,
It'd be funny if it was
make
as
that
simple as
insight check.
that. A 16.
Absolutely. He's just he feels bad, and now it's just
So
awkward.
embarrassed. Poor guy.
Yeah, he just didn't. He didn't really look at you. Didn't he? Like he invited you
No.
on, started getting the boat back to the other shore, and just started like
Just
Yapping.
doing his
started
thing.
yapping. Yeah, he
Yeah.
just started telling you
Doing his usual thing.
some riddles, and then he just happened to look at you. He's like, "Oh yeah, you got it." I then just realized
The
you should burn.
answer.
What a funny joke.
Yeah. I love thinking about fire. No, that's cool. I was like, that's weird, and I forgot immediately that he offended me.
I forgot immediately that he offended me.
Some people they they hate to offend others.
Some people punish themselves, and I don't have to think about it.
Fair enough. He's definitely punishing himself.
Yeah. To the elders we go.
Yeah. So you begin making your way through the small village. It is relatively populated. It honestly feels bigger than Reedtown immediately upon entering it. But that's mainly, whereas Reedtown was mostly fishing, there's fishing here, but there's also a pretty sizable farming community. You can see many, many rows of farmsteads. Um, and even though the fields are currently, slightly frozen over, there's still people uh, working them. You can see people are repairing fences and building up, the infrastructure for this next growing season. And seems, this small community that's on your map is unnamed at the moment. Seems slightly vibrant. Um, you begin going north of town, a decent pace, about 10-minute walk. Most of the uh, inner homes are passed by, and eventually you are only seeing fields. And you begin to walk upon a massive manor. You can see it is about 3 stories tall. Um, the third story seems to be excess, almost like um, only half the building seems to actually use that third story. The rest of it is just mostly 2 stories, um, covered in windows and beautiful like ivory that grows up the walls and lots of the stone. It is a very nice manor house. You can see a large set of stables is currently being attended to by about, you know, 4 or 5 stable hands who are taking care of what looks to be individual horses. Some of them are cleaning what looks to be a very nice carriage. Um, the individual that you're walking with, this Tilo, um, walks up the steps and there's a hearty knock on the door. The door swings open and you can see uh, a butler individual dressed in fine serving clothes answers. Hello, what brings you here today, Tilo? These individuals came across the ferry today. They said they saw the Crucible's encampment. I thought Miss Caldwin would like to know. Very well. She's in her study at the moment. I will fetch her. He invites all of you in. Um,
Okay.
this individual kind of looks around the space like he doesn't come here often. Um, So, what brings you all to our lovely little neck of the woods?
We are merely passing through.
Hmm. Well, that's fun. What was the immediate mistranslation?
Oh, I just thought it was funny because the guy was like, they said they saw the Crucibles camp, but we were like, we saw a camp. Don't know if it was the camp.
Oh yeah. He just like you said you saw a camp and he's like, well, it has to be the Crucible camp.
Yeah, it has to be.
Has to be.
Only
Has to
Crucible
There's
be.
Knights
no other
take
camps
camps.
ever.
Yeah. Eventually, um, walking out of a side chamber, you can see a well-dressed older woman, probably in her like later 50s. Her hair has started to turn gray, but you can see it's still this dark brunette in most places. Um, Honestly, in her old age, still fairly beautiful, um, and pretty uh, standing tall, um, and very confident. Ah, welcome to our small little space. You came from the south?
Yes, we made our way from the south.
Wonderful. I was told you saw an encampment.
Yes, on our way northward we did.
Hmm. Did you meet the uh, Crucibles then? They were sent south. And speaking of, she looks to the individual Tilo. Any further news? Um, four bodies, missing two. Hmm. Well, must have been able to get some of them at least. What did you all see?
We came across an encampment that had tattered tents. It seems as though something grave had happened. And during our own encampment last night, we came across what was it, Asnoth?
A corpse jaw.
Indeed. So, I do not know if maybe that has something to do with it or not.
Make a deception check. Even though you are telling the truth, but you are
Can I provide
also
the help action?
omitting some things. Sure.
And he still
With
has
the corpse
guidance,
jaw
right?
comment.
I would say at before you went into this place, Grim would have given you it.
You
So
got this.
Deception.
Disgrace.
Advantage. A
I
16.
understood that reference.
huh.
I'd hope everyone here understood that reference.
Wait, what was the reference?
For real.
You said deception, and I said disgrace.
I don't know that reference.
Lion King?
Oh, shit. Man, I haven't seen Lion King in so long,
I love that I could hear when it clicked.
Damn, I'm old to know you guys, all right? I watched that a long time ago.
Is that from the
I
second
was a
movie?
long time ago too. I don't know.
I was in that show a while
It's
ago.
Scourge's Hitler song. Scourge? That's not the right name. Scar.
Yours.
I was like,
Deception,
excuse me?
disgrace, evil as plain as the scar on
The
his
scars.
face.
Yeah.
I didn't
I
watch.
see Lion
It's,
King 2, but I don't see the first one.
I could have sworn. Maybe I'm wrong.
I don't know. Nelson Mandela moment. This is just like
Warrior Cats does haunt me. Why would you call me out this way?
and I'm
I don't
just getting
know.
old.
I only see the second one.
Maybe that's the second one then.
Interesting. That's just a weird thing. Um Well, it's not good to hear that their encampment was left to ruin. Hopefully they got all of them before whatever happened. They were our local defense. Thank you for bringing me this news. Um, anytime. Can we go? Yeah, yes, go, go. Thank you. She seems lost in thought for a few moments as the door is open from behind you and you begin to head out.
Yeah. I like to ask the guy who's guiding us a question.
Yeah, go ahead.
Oh, excuse me. There wouldn't happen to be any place we could rent a room or something to eat?
Um, there is a spot. We don't have many travelers come through here, but there's a bed and breakfast at the Crucibles we're kind of using. I'm sure it's available now that they've been gone for a few days.
Thank you. And I'll merge back into the group.
Yeah. He begins to lead you, kind of back to town. Um, just walking ahead of you, seemingly just thinking to himself. Um, there is a thing that happens. Give me a second. Okay. As you're, continuing back to town, you can see one of the other young individuals who was, fishing some of these people out of the water, is running towards all of you. You can see your guide Tilo kind of looks up. Hey, what's what? And the individual runs past him and turns back as he's still running. They killed him! They killed him! He goes, what? What happened? Fish the last one out! He killed him! And he just keeps running. Oh, what the hell? And he starts running towards town, leaving you all in the middle of a field.
Who killed who? I'm confused.
I assume the corpse killed somebody.
Hmm. Well then, seems as though we should be making our exit then.
Hmm.
Unless we are seeking to make allies in such a small town.
I don't have any particular reason to do that.
No, not really. Just looking to hitch a ride.
Yeah,
Well,
but I would be a little curious if a corpse did come back to life again.
hmm.
There's no one around us, right?
They all kind of ran away from you. You can see the one individual is running towards the manor, and the one who guided you is. You can see you're not too far away from town. You're like kind of on the edges of it. You can see he rushes into town. You can see people are gathering on the streets. There's probably a good 30 people out of their houses and out of their businesses right now, just gathering.
So do you wish to
Faces.
investigate Atlas? Oh, good. Sorry.
I'm gonna whisper. Plus, it could have something to do with the dark.
Adar's not really a reanimation type of guy, but guess we could check.
The other Crucible Knights were certainly affected.
Yeah, that's true.
Well, then, I guess there is a chance of invested interest. Shall we make our way to at least see what the commotion is about?
Sure. What else do we
Okay.
have to do right now?
Not die, preferably. But I
We
guess
can always
we,
run away if the situation proves too much.
or if not worth our time at all. I am not here to play hero. But let's
Is there a thieves
investigate.
guild here?
Probably not.
Is there a thieves guild here?
Um, from your knowledge in Caldwin, there is someone who works for it.
All right. That is all.
Yeah, you know that there's this is part of the smuggling ring. There's a person who takes some of these shipments from Redridge to Caldwin and eventually gets them to Clash.
Okay. Um, I guess we are making our way. Are we running, or are we just kind of walking towards?
We should probably run.
Okay.
Just so we can get there in time to like see what's happening.
All right. We are making our way, Graham.
Okay, you make your way into Caldwin itself. You can see a large gathering of individuals, and you can see there's slight chaos as there are what seems to be um about 7 individuals who are kind of like just sitting on the ground at the moment. Like you see, some of them are rocking back and forth. Some of them are just like slightly confused. It looks like they have seen something strange. You can see one person currently has looks like a tarp over them, as uh, seems like some of these individuals are um, trying to comfort everyone. Okay, okay, we know something happened. Please go back to your homes. We'll deal with this. We're getting Jan and Caldwin right now. We will get some more guards and we'll figure this out. Please return to your homes now. You see the crowd begins to like slightly disperse, but others like, who is it? Who's hurt? I cannot reveal that right now. Please go back to your homes. You see the crowd begins to move slightly more. You can see Tilo, your guide, is currently talking with one of the other people who was helping to fish out the bodies.
Hmm. Uh, do we know how many people were fishing out the bodies when we were crossing?
There was about 11.
It's about 11. How many are present now?
You can still see all 11 of them. Um, one is most likely dead, and you can see 7 are like confused. Um, you see like one of them is just like silent, like someone is speaking to him and they just are not speaking back. You can see one is like almost lost in thought, like he's seeing things and is just looking through people. Um, like they seem mentally changed.
Okay. I will approach
Yeah, you begin to walk up and you see the one who Tilo is talking to is talking back. Um, but you see he's like almost unsure of himself. With every word he speaks, I don't know. I fished. I thought I fished them out. Uh, they looked hurt and bleeding. Um, and when we pulled them onto the ground, they opened their eyes and just turned on us. And then I just, I don't know. Something happened. I can't place it. Okay, fine. You're fine. What did they look like? You know, where'd they go? I don't know. The person just seems very unsure of themselves. There's another individual who is currently being held back by two other members of the crowd, as they seem like angry. They're like, "I'm gonna find him. I'm gonna stab him in the throat. I'm gonna throw him back in the river where he came from." So who do you go to?
Um, I guess to the one that ferried us over.
Okay.
Hmm. So, if you don't mind me asking, what exactly happened?
This is uh, which one again? The one that.
That ferried us, the one that insulted Osnoth.
Oh, okay. You don't see him.
Oh, wait. So
Perhaps he is covered by a tarp.
wait. Then who walked us to the?
That
Um,
was the guard.
yeah, the one who walked you over was the young man who flipped off the vulture, who
Okay.
uh, chose to go with you because the ferryman wanted to stay with his ferry because he kind of
Okay.
felt bad about accidentally bringing up fire in front of a burn victim.
Okay. I had it backwards in my head. All right.
Yeah, the one
Then.
that
I,
brought you to the manor house and kind of partially brought you
all
back
right.
is currently sitting down talking.
All right. Not him then. The one that told the people to go back to their homes.
Okay. Yeah, you can see this is a kind of a um, black-haired individual, fairly tall, about like 6'2", definitely like built, um, has seen a lot of hard labor in their lives and seems to carry some authority within the town. Oh, you're one of the outsiders that just came in?
Indeed.
Um, you all seem less nervous about this than many of us. You have experience with things of this nature?
Well, our travels have allowed us to see a multitude of things, but even before this, I am, a surgeon of sorts. So,
Um,
such scenes aren't foreign to me.
we do have a town cleric, but it might be a while for them to get here. Do you want to look? Crowd's mostly dispersed, and my brothers are currently getting the rest of them out of here. I'd like to know your opinion on it, I guess.
I can certainly infer some information.
He kind of looks around a little bit and takes a step off in that direction towards where the individual is covered. I didn't fully see it. Um, I I saw him drop, and that was it. Um, I haven't been able to get anything from most of them. I don't know what happened. It seemed like it just affected all 8 of them at the same time. Some of them seemed unaffected, but I don't know.
Let me
Um,
see what I can find out myself.
mhm. Yeah, you go over to the blanket and kind of lift it up. There you can see the 60-year-old red-haired individual with the gray beard. You can see immediately upon notice there is just red all over the face. Seems to have red and some sort of like pink seems to be coming and dripping from the ears and the nose specifically, and the edges of the eyes.
Okay. You said red and pink dripping from the ears and the eyes.
And the nose.
Red/pink dripping.
But for the rest of it, just make a medicine check.
Okay. Sorry, I'm gonna put it in my notes real quick. Red/pink
Yeah, and you have the bird advantage, and by
eyes.
advantage I mean bird. Bless.
Ears and nose. Okay. Save changes. Medicine check. And I still have advantage. Medicine. Advantage. Wow.
Okay.
9.
19. Okay. Clearly, there was most likely severe brain hemorrhaging, and brain liquidification. Thus, why there's brain matter leaking out of his ears and his eyes and his nose. You would estimate a guess this is psychic in nature, as if he just took a good amount of psychic damage and it just destroyed his brain. He has not been dead, most likely for, he just died. Like at this moment, it's probably like 2 minutes in. Like this is
Okay.
super fresh.
Is he the only one that died?
Seems like it. It affected most of them. Um, from what I can tell, it's all different. Um, she won't be able. She can't talk. We had to fetch one of them. He ran off, or tried to. Um, I haven't talked with him yet, but you look at who he's pointing to, and the person, like, is just like kind of looking around, and like as people are like talking around him, he doesn't seem to notice that they're even talking. Like you would estimate a guess that this person's probably deaf at the moment. Um, everyone's different. Like I don't know.
I see. And this was after fishing one of the corpses from the water.
It seems like it. I mean, we've been trying to fish them out all day. Some of them got snagged. Um, I I don't know. I wasn't part of the fishing crew.
Do you know what happened to the corpse?
He kind of takes a step over towards the river bank, which is not too far away at this point. You can see currently there's 4 bodies laying on the bank. There should be 5. It was the 5th one that everything happened to, I think. So either the corpse got up, or I don't know.
Seems like there's only
Are we
one
all
left.
hearing? Are we all hearing this?
Yeah, most likely.
Okay. I'm gonna send my vulture up to look and see if it had run into town, and if there's any panic going on anywhere else. And in the meantime, I'll just slap a gill on the back with a protection from evil and good
Okay.
Can I
to cover all our
make like
bases.
can I make like a survival check or something to see if I can see any tracks to see
Yeah,
if
make
the
a
corpse did
survival
just
check
get
for
up?
yourself and a perception check for the vulture then. as the two of you begin to kind of walk off from the main group and begin to investigate this.
15.
15.
18 for the vulture.
18. Okay. Um, starting with the 15, you begin to like look at the bodies. There's a lot of, these bodies were pretty fresh. They died yesterday, and I've just been meandering in the river, yeah, for most of the day.
Water's very cold.
So they're fairly well preserved. A lot of the blood has kind of congealed and has stopped bleeding. However, you're barely able to notice there's a fresh trail of blood going up the bank of the river into the town. For the vulture, you begin to look around. You can see a lot of the people have kind of moved away from the center of town. They're no longer congregating, but there's a lot of people currently watching the meeting. Like people are
Um,
currently in their doorways, um, just kind of watching this conversation happening with like the few people in the know. Well, there's like 30 or so just on the
you
edges.
s-
And
you
also,
said.
hmm?
Oh, sorry. Go ahead. Go ahead. Finish.
And the last thing the raven would, not the raven, the vulture would probably notice um, is right within view of where the body was and all those individuals, there is a deeper puddle of blood on the edge of the building where the blood trail leads. Like there's just like a small little, uh, congealed thing of blood, and then a singular, um, small glass bottle has been placed on like the individual's rainwater catch.
Okay. And you
Can I
said.
Yes.
Oh, go ahead, Pink.
can I grab that and bring it back?
Yeah. Yeah, you can grab it and bring it back.
All right. Sorry, you've been interrupted like twice now, Gil. Sorry.
No, no, you're all good. You're good. You're good. You're perfectly fine. Um. So all the people that were fishing the bodies are here, even if they're injured or dead, right?
Yeah. Yeah. There's seems um, to be that 7 are currently in states of like weird panic, um, and then there is 4 that are currently just kind of standing off to the side and or helping get other people under control or talking to them.
Who was the person that went to get the elder as we were walking back?
Sorry, that would have so sorry. There's 10 people in total. So there was 11 across the way. There was the one ferryman who is now laid on the ground dead. So the 7 who are currently affected or afflicted by whatever this effect was. One of them
Mhm.
ran to get the elder, so he's gone. And then
Okay.
there's the other 3 who are still here, and they're kind of like talking, trying to calm. 2 of them are holding back the one guy who just is angry, like trying to like get away from them, and they're both just holding him, trying to sit him down, because he's also one of the people affected. He's just mad as hell for some reason.
Okay. All right. Okay. Um, I'll go around to all those affected just to see what their symptoms are, but you pretty much tell me what I can infer just from looking at them.
Yeah, make a medicine check just to give you a kind of a list of maybe what you can infer as you just start diagnosing them. With okay, easy enough. It seems that there's 8 different individuals, individual effects. One person, from what you can gather, cannot speak. One person seemingly has taken some type of psychic damage and has died from it, as being a commoner. Um, One person seemingly cannot get up and keeps falling prone every time they attempt to get up. One person is being distracted, seemingly seeing things, and when brought back into reality, immediately begins talking about strange whispers, and it's probably hearing things. One person just seems to not know anything. Like he just seems so unsure of everything. One person is extremely reckless and angry. There's a deaf person, and also that person seemingly can't see much. It's almost like they are both deaf and partially blind. Um, and there was one person who ran away and is currently being, um, you know, consoled as they have, uh, yeah, kind of been frightened in some way. So
Well, it seems as though what is causing the problem is some form of attack on the mind.
Does Ego point out all of these effects?
Yeah, I'll after examining them all, I'll come back and express what I'm seeing.
Cool.
Does this?
do you have a response to that?
Do I get any Hadaran sense from this?
Uh,
Are his fingers in these people?
Make
Is
a
he holding
religion
their
check.
brains?
Make a religion
His
check.
fingers in these people.
A religion check?
Mm-hmm.
Is Grim with us?
Yeah,
uh,
Cool.
absolutely.
Honestly,
Ace is.
Okay, yeah. These people. Sorry guys.
Ace is gonna just kind of look at everyone and this seems a little familiar, but I think perhaps we should go somewhere a
Yeah,
bit
it's a little familiar,
quieter
I'd
to
say.
figure it out.
yes, I'm sure there's somebody that might be well versed. And
I want us to go somewhere very secluded where no one else is.
Just look very pointedly at Ace because we know.
Ace looks at you, but Ace looks like she knows something you don't.
I'm not
That
going to draw any
tracks.
attention to this. I'm going to again go to the first person I talked to. They, for most of them, well, all of them, it seems this was an attack on the mind. He died from a hemorrhage, from psychic damage. All of them essentially have some form of psychosis at the moment. That's preventing their minds from functioning properly.
Is it permanent or?
That I cannot be
For the
assured
dead
of.
one, I would assume it is.
He slowly looks at you.
Ridley's trying not
A
to
very
laugh.
crude assessment, but true nonetheless. As for the rest, we won't know until time progresses. I do not know if this is purely a physiological ailment or a magical one. I will defer with with some information to see if I can bring back any more concrete information for you.
Okay. Thank you. What was your name?
I am Miguel Motley.
Gil Motley. I'll when the when when Miss Caldwin and her group get here, I'll be sure to let you know. I'll let her know that you helped us determine some of this. Thank you.
Of course. And I turn around and make my way.
Mm-hmm. Making your way away from the situation. You all kind of reconvene in a quieter spot of town. Uh, or are you trying to find the bed and breakfast that they were talking about?
Whenever we're out of hearing slash sight range of
Mm-hmm.
all of that going down, can I pass the thing I got from my vulture to Bonnie and ask her to identify it?
Oh, Bonnie doesn't even need you to identify it.
Oh, sick.
Yeah, it's a spent healing potion.
Uh,
Lovely.
yeah, we can go to the bed and breakfast, I guess.
Okay.
Whatever it was is still here. Just so we know.
Let's just talk more when we get somewhere private.
It sounds good to me.
Okay. You head to the bed and
Power walk
breakfast.
it down.
Yeah, it's easy to see. It's like fairly close to this like center square near the large windmills and the water wheels. It's almost like this yeah, so this event kind of happened near the square. To the south side is the docks and the fishing buildings, where a lot of people are currently like watching from. It seems like a lot of fishermen were kind of close at hand to see some of this happen. That's probably where you know the individual Egil talked to came from. Um, then on the north side of town, kind of on the uh, you know on the north side, that's where you find some of these other buildings, small spaces where there's a blacksmith, there's some more shops, and you do find the bed and breakfast that way. It is Sibyl's um, breakfast and nook. Walking in, there is a person behind the counter, kind of like pacing back and forth. Um, she has kind of dark black hair, fairly young, about in like early 30s, and she's just like kind of nervously moving back and forth behind a counter. Um, oh, hi. Um,
Huh.
how can I help you?
We were hoping to get a room. Probably multiple rooms,
Okay.
but at least one.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Sorry, there's just a lot going on right now. Um, for how long?
Just the night.
Just tonight? Um, 2 rooms. I can get you 4 silver.
Sounds good. And I will hand over 4 silver.
Yeah. You hand over the 4 silver. Gives you 2 keys. Yeah, you look around the space, and it's a fairly, nice dining room. You can see well decorated. There's some, tables with cutlery already set out. It seems like it's more of a place for eating than drinking. This is not like your usual spot where you've settled down. It's not a tavern or anything like that. It looks more like restaurant, honestly. Um,
Mm.
Oh God,
there
it's a
is a
tourist
small
spot.
Kind of, yeah. There is a small bar that she's, kind of sat behind, and there's only uh, maybe 3 individuals here. You can see 2 individuals are in the back at one of the tables. It seems like they're just settling back into their seats as if they were one of the people watching this all happen, and their meal is half eaten. There's one person at the far end of the bar um, who is currently sitting there with no drink at the moment, and is kind of looks over at you, smiles and nods their head to you, and Sibyl, the uh, person you just got the key from, finally goes over and talks to them. But yeah, you head up to your room, and you have privacy.
Yes, Ace is gonna immediately turn to the group, and still in a very calm, low voice say, um, I recognized all of those effects because I can do that.
I
Yeah,
acknowledge that as well.
definitely caught familiar essence.
After a lot of trial and error, I have figured out what I can do. And I will explain that sometimes I have the ability to make things go mad. In exactly the same way that that happened. But I didn't do that.
So, there is a very likely chance that this is hunger inspired, to say the least.
Yeah, seems like there's more heralds around than I thought there were.
All right. So, with this new revelation, are we looking to find this runaway corpse?
I'd like to, mostly because I'm a little confused by it. Not that I'm like an expert or anything, but reanimation isn't usually his MO.
While
It's
this
a little
conversation is going on,
peculiar.
I just want to look at my doll, but I don't want to say anything about it.
Mm-hmm.
Do I
Yes.
notice that?
I'm not hiding it.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
You just kind of look at your doll. You do hear in your mind,
Yeah.
yes.
Lovely. I can speak telepathically to this thing. Do you know what happened?
Hmm. The corpse lived.
I see. Thank you. Then I look back at the group.
Yeah, it's limited on its words right now. Sorry.
It is. Don't apologize. It's totally my fault for being a freak.
Just start having full conversations with this thing. Really, really broaden its
Um,
vocabulary.
not. It'll also say, not interested in what killed him exactly. Dead in the night.
Hmm.
Sorry, my vocal cords ain't right.
I'm just gonna pat my doll on the head, and then relay that information I got.
All right.
I don't love that we're getting information from a talking doll. Just
She's
thought
never
I'd put
been
that
wrong
out there.
before.
I mean, I guess.
As long as information is accurate, I don't really care where it comes from. So, do we have any leads on where to find the body?
Oh, do we? I don't think so.
I'm not the worst tracker.
My vulture may be able to help you in that endeavor as well.
Pink, you have to take the microphone out of your throat.
It's not! I promise!
You sound like you're both 1,000 miles away and eating it at the same time.
I'm using the same mic I always do.
Something about this server then just destroys it.
Yeah, I'm sorry about my server.
I guess.
I can't fix it.
Also, I mean, maybe just me and Ace might be able to vibe it out if we're lucky.
We can try.
Alright,
We could
well,
always split up.
that's the best thing to do.
Hell yeah.
Split the
Split the party.
I love splitting the party.
We should split the party into the half that's talkative and the half that's not.
Yeah.
Yes.
All dialogue versus all action.
For real. Who's gonna get things done and who's gonna say funny words? Surprisingly, it's all one group and it's the action group.
It's the action group.
I like
I made
to
a
think.
funny joke earlier, just nobody appreciated it.
I don't listen to the
I
things
mean,
you
you can
say.
always split up so that all of the DM NPCs can go together, and all of the main characters can go together. So
Oh
it's
man.
the vulture, the raven, the flying homunculus,
We send all the little guys
the
off of
doll.
their own.
The doll.
The doll.
Strap
Would
the
the doll
doll to the
leave
bird.
me? It hasn't done so before.
How many more can we get?
Oh,
I'll send this
goodness.
rock that has a dead person in it, question mark.
Oh, yep, the Oblivion
Mhm,
Stone.
mhm.
Yep.
Oh goodness.
Well, I'll help you any way I can. Actually, hold up. I'll help you any way I can. You hear from outside the closed window.
I open the window.
Yeah.
He hops in.
I give him a silver piece.
Yay!
So easy to bribe.
Absolutely. He starts like
Yes.
doing a little bird dance.
Hell yeah.
He's hustling us. I want you guys to know that.
Yes,
Oh,
but I love him.
110%.
He's amazing.
I love it though.
What's
Yeah.
everyone's passive perceptions?
I think
12.
mine's a 16, I think.
16?
17.
16.
Yep, mine's 14.
Okay. Anyone with over or 15 or higher notices the second he gets the silver piece and finishes his dance, Grim winks at Clay.
They in cahoots.
What are those two doing?
It's the gambling fund.
Are they running a crime syndicate?
Oh my god, they are. It's more money to bet on for the gambling.
Oh, are they hustling me?
They are.
Bonnie, you
They're
gotta
hustling us
stop giving
all.
Clay pocket money. He's
For
using it
real.
for ill intents.
Bonnie's a capitalist. This is what they do.
You know, that's true.
Yeah,
Bonnie's a
Bonnie was
capitalist.
so proud.
Where do you think he learned it from?
You got it honest.
Is he hustling me?
Is he hustling me? I don't know, Barbarian. Figure it out.
Yep, I'm rocking with a solid 11 intelligence.
No one here
Oh.
is gonna point it out for you.
Yeah,
I don't think
you saw
11 needs
that.
it though. 11 could figure it out. Maybe not immediately, but after a while.
About some time. But towards the end of the campaign, you'll get it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it'll be like,
After like 1,000
it
games,
is.
I'll figure it out.
It is strange that Clay has won like 900 out of 1,000 games.
You know what's also really weird? That every time Clay and Atlas gamble in the middle of the night, for some reason, Grim wakes up.
Yeah. It's
He's
unrelated though. It's probably because he's getting
Yeah.
into night sleep. You know, he sleeps through the first 2 watches, so
And he
makes
just
sense that he
laughs a
should get through the
lot.
last.
Like whenever he's
Exactly.
awake,
Well,
he's
he
just
laughs all the
always,
time.
yeah, he's just always laughing.
It's normal
Oh, he
behavior.
secretly got money sense. He wakes up anytime money is out.
Honestly, isn't that just what ravens do?
Real.
Absolutely real.
I do think that in regards to this mystery, split up and search for clues, maybe not the best idea, but we probably should go to the scene of the crime.
We were
I mean,
just at the scene of the crime.
we were just at the scene of the crime.
Yeah, but we have to go back there to like see if we can track this thing. See if
I tried
there's any-
tracking it. I didn't get very far.
I will
Well,
say,
let's try again. I don't know.
based on the initial observations, the blood trail led to where the person healed themselves, and then stopped.
Yep.
Well, we could maybe go back, see if we catch any trails of Hadar, you know,
What if I pray?
Hadar dust in the wind.
I love Trails of Hadar.
Same.
Well, as you all begin to plan out your next actions to try and find this rogue herald of Hadar that survived the killing of all of their other allies, we're going to end the session there, as it is a little late. We're getting there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we'll end it on that mystery.
Exactly, guys.
Yeah.
Honestly, glad that it's a rogue herald because I was really afraid my doll did something terrible.
No, you weren't in town long enough for that.
Yeah, I say we really did just
Okay.
get here.
I know.
She
I
works
was like,
real fast.
Yeah.
Her malice permeates.
But sometimes when you hit people and they fall in water and float away, maybe they're just unconscious and not fully dead.
Maybe.
Perhaps.
And we have another
Miracle he didn't fucking
coworker.
drown though. Hopefully we have another coworker. Our previous
I didn't say hopefully.
Our last 3 coworkers have tried to kill us because you tried to kill them.
That's because the fact that we aren't trying to kill each other is abnormal. Most of
I think you're just not
most of the
trying hard
people
enough.
in this enterprise are actively trying to murder.
I think you're just not trying hard. What if we murdered together?
We have been.
We need to be more efficient.
The great
Alright,
effect.
It's not sustainable.
Give me more spell slots.
Give me more space.
Constant stream of sacrifices is ideal.
We need more blood.
We work in different departments is the thing. You live in the killing department. I live in the sustenance department. Or I work in the
yeah.
sustenance unit. Like I can't speak English anymore.
Yeah.
Time change scrambled my brains.
Honestly, it helped me
Fucking
though.
valid.
I got an extra hour of sleep.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got an
Freaked me
extra
out when I
hour
got
of-
up this morning though.
I got an extra hour of drinking. It was great.
Nice.
I got an extra hour of Dragon Age Veilguard.
Oh, hell
Hell
yeah.
yeah.
That's
I
where
forgot
it's at.
that came out. Is that good so far?
It's fantastic.
Okay, that's good.
I'm probably gonna buy it soon. I won't
Whatever
lie.
bad stuff people are saying about it, they're wrong.
Valid.
My one friend says it's not a Dragon Age game, but it's a good game.
I've literally never played any other Dragon Age other than Inquisition, and I've only played the multiplayer in
Yeah.
that.
Neither have
So
I.
I have
I'm like,
no basis to say whether it is or is not lore accurate, but it is fun.
Well, I think when people say that, I think they're talking more of the mechanics have changed a lot since the original.
I mean, it's been 10 years. I'd hope they changed it.
Yeah. But when that nostalgia hits, it hits.
Yeah, a lot of people like the first game because it's more like a turn-based. I guess it's more similar to like Baldur's Gate, honestly.
Yeah, more similar to Baldur's Gate.
Yeah, the combat is way faster in this. In the
Yeah,
new
a
one.
lot like some
But
some
it
people
is
did.
it's very fun. I do enjoy it.
Yeah, some people didn't like the. Look, I'm a firm. I can't be a hypocrite. I felt that way about Final Fantasy VII, so I can't really say too much.
Fair enough.
But
Fair enough.
it is what it is. I'm sure it's still a good game though.
Yeah, I'm probably
It
gonna
is.
buy it
It look,
as very, very soon.
yeah,
It looks really good.
it does look really good.
The companions are pretty great too. I enjoy them. They're nice to have around.
Nice.
Lots of good banter.
Okay, that's good. That's wonderful. That's
My
wonderful.
favorite guy is Lucanus. He's like an assassin, but he's also a coffee mom.
A coffee mom.
He's like a live, laugh, love mom, and
Oh.
he is my favorite in the world. I love him.
Oh man, that's funny.
But he is also like an assassin.
Facts.
It's great.
It's a nice balance.
Yeah.
Nice.
But all right, guys. It's been a good session.
Yeah.
Yes.
We're on the road again.
We're on
Can't
the
wait to
road
be on the
again.
road again.
Maybe we don't have to kill this Herald of Hadar immediately.
Maybe we can make a
Maybe.
friend.
Maybe.
Maybe for once we'll make a friend somewhere we go.
Friend.
Yeah, for real.
We've got a worse track
Imagine.
record than Avant-Garde so far in many ways.
We are
'Cause,
evil,
like,
so we're not trying
Yeah.
hard or at
It's
all,
probably
really.
good, but it's just so funny that like we're just biffing it everywhere we go.
Yeah. Like anyone we talk to, it's just
None of
immediate.
us are personable.
At
No.
Deeply unsettling.
Yeah. We look like we've crawled out of like some
Graves.
your neighbor's like weird horror novel from the 80s.
It's great. I love being a party of weird people.
Yeah. It's honestly great.
Absolutely. Thank you for cutting off the person's hand and taking their finger bones.
That was
Yes, I was
I
very
like
excited
that.
about
Yeah,
that.
that
I
was
like
what
that.
I was DM'd earlier in the game, like when we first all got in the
Yeah, but-
Absurd
session.
behavior.
It was just I just wanted to harvest the bones from one of the brothers' hands. I was also planning on trying to cut the limb off at the elbow so I can hold the arm between my knees and have both hands free for the delicate task of bone gathering. I'm like, yeah, hopefully the FBI doesn't read that because that's just weird.
I'm telling you.
There's nothing weird about that. What do you mean?
It's just
This
the
is
fact.
normal behavior.
That's
just-
basically what my Google search history sounds like whenever I'm in like a writing frenzy. And like I hope that whoever is looking at my search history in the government they realize what I'm doing and they
You know
don't
what?
get too concerned.
Thankfully, context does exist.
Yeah, whenever I've searched up like 5 unhinged things in a row, hopefully the context is, oh, they're probably writing a book.
Yeah,
Right.
whenever I search up something, I'm like, I'll just add 5e at the end just to make sure it's okay.
But in Minecraft at the end.
But in Minecraft, perfect.
I don't. I gave up a long time ago. I just search whatever I want. I don't even go incognito.
She's like, if they're watching me, they're watching me at
I
this
never
point.
do incognito.
You're
I've
gonna get
never
a phone call one of these days. Like, hey, we just had some questions about what the hell you just searched.
Well, I
It's
play
why is
Dungeons
this
and Dragons
person
a lot.
sending these messages and looking up hand anatomy.
That's
Officer, I
D&D.
play Dungeons and Dragons.
it's
Yeah,
a
they
valid
don't
excuse.
And I play a freaky little creature.
It all makes sense.
It all does. Okay, guys, I gotta go though.
Yeah.
Yes.
Have a good night, all. Thank you all.
All
For
right,
Good
joining.
night.
everybody. Nighty night.
Good night.